Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to this Hurricanes career mode. We are at the semi-finals, taking on the Blues. Whoever wins our contest will go head-to-head with the Reds versus Crusaders winner. One thing's for sure, these games are getting slightly harder. We have to make sure that we capitalise on any given opportunities. International manager offer. Is this going to be us capitalising on opportunity? It's Papua New Guinea. Now, I'll be honest, this is the closest I have been to saying yes to a side, but I feel if I wait a little bit longer, we could get someone like Tonga, Samoa, maybe even Fiji. So for now, we're going to leave them on scene, but we'll jump straight into the match now. Hurricanes versus Blues. See how we go. We are at Sky Stadium once again to take on the Blues. It's our most important game to date. We are undefeated up to this stage in the competition, but the Blues could change that. If they play well and keep possession, it could be a tough day at the office. Iceem, he will be the man to kick off this semi-final. We have just made one change, in fact, two changes to our starting lineup. Ruben Love was one, and then Zach Gallagher came back in. Did anyone else see that sneaky little play that we did there? It wasn't on purpose, but it certainly fooled me. The fact that we sent the guy up and then didn't actually go to him. We're inside of our 22 here. Roygaard passes off to Asafo Moore, gets his offload up to Duplessis Karefi, who throws one again to Balin Sullivan. We move up to the halfway line. I think this is worth going for a 50-22 attempt. It's going to be a tough angle to get right. We'll see how we go. It's gone high from Cam Roygaard. They do manage to take it nicely with Bowden Barrett. Does boot it into touch. Good news there is we did win the territory battle, which could be quite crucial throughout this matchup. Nicely taken at the front from the Hurricanes. Tried to go for the offload there was Peter Larkai. In fact, I think it was just a pass attempt. Great counter-ruck though from Asafo Moore. Sits down Finley Christie. That's another dodgy one. I think I'm doing a little bit too much with the offloads at the moment, but they can be so impressive how well they find gaps, just like that one. 22 metres out from the line now of the Blues across to Peter Larkai. Roygaard, a little bit slow to get into position there, but Duplessis Karefi tackle 22 metres out. Oh, it's a bit of a wobbly one. Now draw and pass here as Iwaka Leo Whitty goes up to Balin Sullivan. One more back to Love. Oh, great flat ball. Offload. No, why don't they like tackling Karefi? I could have scored that, but that happened quite a bit in the last episode as well. They had an obsession with just letting him run through, and it just doesn't feel right scoring in that manner. This ball's going to be loose. Zach Gallagher picks it up. Tackle on Peter Umunga Jensen. See if Riley Hohepa can score one-on-one with Mark Talia. The answer to that is no, and it wasn't really that close either. Now across to his Iwaka Leo Whitty again. Kanina Holo. Being very close to a turnover there for the Blues, I would think. Here comes Roygaard, and he almost put that ball down too early, but he does still score the try. The first one of the contest is non-stop attack from the Hurricanes. Now reaping the rewards. Asafo Moore is absolutely ecstatic about it too. Yeah, just shows his pace. No one even was getting close to him, and just over the try line with that ball, Cam Roygaard. And it has gone over, making the score now 7-0 in favour of the Hurricanes. Kicked off high. Oh, beautifully taken by Sam Derry. The Blues now back in possession. Big bump off of Asafo Moore. Offloaded, attempted. It does go into touch. At least they're trying something. It was a very, very bouncy walk from James Lay. He's in a great mood, it would seem. Moore throws it in, stolen by the Blues. Christie hit early. Oh, big bump off again on Zach Gallagher, who only recently returned into the side. Great inside ball from the Blues, but straight in there were the Hurricanes. We weren't able to get the turnover there, though. Rush defence. Doesn't quite work out for us. I believe that's Bowden Barrett who's been tackled out on the wing. Christie, they're already back at the halfway line here. The Blues just in about 3 or 4 phases. They have lost probably 30 metres And it's continuing. That was a forward pass, or at least a knock-on at minimum. 2 men ducking for that one. Not exactly what you want to see from your team. That's going to be a nice breaking run, though. Roygaard had the pace to shut it down. Back into the pocket again for Christie. Early shot, Riley Hohepa. I thought he was going to go for the jackal there. Back across. Oh, big clothesline. A little bit of a loose one. Anton Segna has to clean it up. And now they have to kick. That is quite a dominance period for the Hurricanes. The fact that we force them all the way back to the point where they decided they want to kick. Does anyone want that? Oh, Kenny Naolo does. He picks it up well. This doesn't quite have the pace to get away from Bryce Heem. Now shifting this one off to the left. A lot of open space for Duplessis Karefi. Throws it back, but it was offside. I think it was a forward pass, in fact, but it's going to be the penalty going the way of the Blues. Oh no, what's this? Surely we don't have the scrum. Surely they would have the put-in, or else we would have had the option of doing... Yeah, okay. Never mind. Roygaard just didn't want to give up the ball. Like a child with his toys, he said, no, it's my turn. I brought the toy here, so it is mine. But I assume that we probably supplied the balls for this match. I think Moore was back on side, so luckily he wasn't the man who ended up making the tackle. Good one from the Blues. That was nice. And we weren't allowed to tackle him. Oh, we've just had the glitch that they always have. So it's probably only fair that it happens to us as well, but... yeah, I wasn't actually physically allowed to tackle that man, which sounds like a really lame excuse for, like, missing a tackle, but you just have to believe me. I've held on to this ball quite nicely here, the Blues. The last wee while, Duplessis Karefi gets shoved off. Great tackle made from Peter Larkai. Stepping up in that number 6 jersey since Shields did end up injured. Inside ball to Christie. Roygaard says, you're not taking my AB spot. That's just a brilliant low tackle and almost should have been the steal. The Hurricanes there too. Xavier Numia, big driving tackle, gets him back. Almost into his own half. Carried back by the Blues. Even if the AI every once in a while, you know, went for a 50-22 attempt or something, if they were going to lose ground like they are here. Because worst comes to worst, you know, they make a few metres territory-wise. Now we've got that ball back. Lomax goes off to Kenny Naholo, linking up nicely. Zach Gallagher, one more. I didn't realise we had Riley Hohepa hiding out on the wing there. Would have been a good option. Roygaard with his pick and go again. Lomax 30 metres out at the moment. Just not quite having the pace in the back line, which is a little bit of a concern. Roygaard again. Oh, that wasn't the way that I said to go, but we'll go with it. Here comes Isaiah Walker. They weren't going to tackle him. They aren't going to tackle him. Come on, boys. Come on. It's a semi-final. We got 10 seconds left. I'm going to go for a drop kick here.
Use it.
See whether or not we can get it. Ah, no. It's 3 in a row that we've missed. I think we got our first ever drop kick attempt, but since then I've kind of forgotten how to do them. Why is he so intently looking at his teammate there? Sam Derry was giving him the 1,000-yard stare right through his eardrum. But looking at the halftime stats, we've had more territory, less possession, as the Blues had some really nice phases there. We've had 31 tackles made. They've only missed the 1 tackle, but we are the team who have scored the try. So second half, see if we can do a little bit more. Riley Hohepa ready to kick this one off. That one probably not going to travel the 10. No, we're going to contest for it. In fact, no, that should be, yeah, it is. Moore does not look phased, but I'm glad that they actually have that rule in play rather than a little bit of a glitch that you could work around. In fact, I don't think we could have done much more in that one. That's always a sneaky run from the Nines when they go off the back. Roygaard joins the breakdown with Duplessis Karefi. Another clothesline in play. I think if they don't eventually make the AI harder, we might have to do what we did in that game up against the Brumbies, which would involve pretty much gifting the opposition tries so that we can then have a challenge. But that is, of course, last-ditch effort. I'm going to go for the touchline here from Roygaard, looking for another 50-22. Is it going to bounce? No, it goes to Bowden Barrett. Going to try and run it back. Does get tackled pretty much instantly. Yeah, good tackle there again from the Hurricanes. We just aren't letting them through. They're trying their offloads as well, but if anything, they're just losing more ground now. Brayden Yossi. Roygar fires it right out to Kenny Naholo. Oh, I thought for a second Mark Dilly wasn't going to bother tackling him either. That's a hard word to say somehow. Now, nice run from Larkai. Flicks it up to Balin Sullivan. We got off to Larkai. Go for another drop kick or not quite? Might have to wait a little bit longer. Umunga Jensen flicks it up to Kenny Naholo. This Blues defence is strong, don't get me wrong. It's not really leaking tries like some of the other teams that we've faced, and we have had to offload to try and get those tries. We're going to go out wide again to Kenny Naholo, though, because I saw that Mark Talia didn't make that tackle. Oh, that's a terrible offload, and it's just been going straight into the hands of the Blues. Yeah, the touch line pushes him out. Jordan Lay once again, he's just happy to be there. That's the type of player you want in the environment. Someone who's going to smile when you get beaten 50-0, but it's going to make you feel better. Thrown in. We managed to retain that one. Good shot on Roygaard. Line wasn't the smoothest thing we've ever seen. Oh, that is really not good. Someone's been pinged for offside. I assume that is against... Wait, is that against the Blues? Mark Talia cannot quite believe it. But if it's against the Blues, then surely we get the decision, don't we? You know, I'm just as confused as Finley Christie's face there. Sophomore. For a second there, it looked like he forgot that he was supposed to look stoned. So then he had to quickly flick the eyebrows up. So this is going to be our scrum feed. Not sure how that works, but we'll go with it. It's going to be retained. I always struggle to know how to use these. Because, like, we press the button to pick it up, and no one moves, and then it goes down, and the Blues get themselves the bloody scrum. It's going to be a good push from the Blues. Finley Christie with the sniping run here. Oh, that must have been close to our ball. Big fend off from the Blues. If they score now, it would start to get a little bit interesting in terms of the semi-final. Flicking on the inside to Finley Christie. Back line. So Yanumia bumped off with the fend. Another big bump off, and this is a chance. Breaking the line. Roygaard, oh no, it was Ruben Love gets across. Gets slapped away. The Blues, Jesus, just going all over the place at the moment. Suffer more. He spends all day getting fended off, unfortunately. It's an awful role to have. Now Balin Sullivan flicks it on the inside. It's nicely done by the Blues, and they get the counter ruck as well from Ricky. Riccatelli finds the offload. Oh, this is danger. Oh, I wasn't allowed to tackle him. Are we going to be able to reach out? No, we don't. He hits the post. And he's held up. What an absolute idiot for the Blues. This is... You can't write this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. He forgot that there was a thing called a post. And he hits it, Ricky Riccatelli. He was carving it on the angle. I don't know whether it was in the effort to avoid getting tackled by Balin Sullivan, but he hits the post. Can't dive. Tries to put it down. Lomax is coming through the post with the shot. That looked a little bit high, and Ricky Riccatelli held up between the posts, puts the ball back, so it probably should have just been play on. But the Blues have blundered their best opportunity to score points there. All because Ricky Riccatelli ended up hitting the post. You know, we're just going to sink the slipper into this one. That was their chance. You don't often have teams getting massive line breaks up against us, but that one was huge. 17 minutes remaining. Another fend off of Tyrell Lomax. Christie It's the offload away again. They're starting to throw it around a little bit more. That has to be ours, doesn't it? Absolutely no one in there for the Blues. Yossi. Now Suff one more. Goes off to Isaiah Walker. Leo Whittier has bounced back into the side of the Blues again here. Two-man tackle. Kinina just watches the breakdown from the wrong side. In fact, I think he was humping it, if we're being honest. I don't know whether that is legal. It's not illegal. It's probably frowned upon, I would say. Oh, nice one. 10 minutes remaining here. Finley Christie goes for the kick downfield. I think we're going to do the same. Oh, 50-22. No. Close, but not quite. Bowden looks confused. It's going to be a Ricky Riccatelli line out. I really hope that this shows the line out outside of the 22. Oh, yeah, nah, that was probably a 50-22 then, I would say. Unless we took it back into our... I don't think we took it back, did we? What did we do wrong here? You know, that is just a classic 50-22 there from Ruben Love. It was a great kick. He deserved credit for it. Hurricanes forcing them right back now. The Blues, if they want to win this game, they almost need to know that they can't just kick the ball away, although we're going to do half the job for them and just take it back. Now Roy Gard back across to Braden Yossi. Cross there to Duplessis Karefi. Oh, it was soft. I tried the drop kick. I was trying to be quiet about it just in case I messed it up. And I messed it up. Oh, through shoulder, is it? Or shoulder bursitis for Ofatoinga Fasi. They're going backwards here, the Hurricanes. Good offload though. One more pass. Keep it moving. Blues too quick. Be caught out by that one. Across, someone's got to grab it. Larkai with the drop kick and he nails it, the big man, to get it over. That's what I wanted to do earlier. Maybe I've just been looking at the wrong guys for the drop kick. Peter Larkai though. Bet you that wasn't in the TAB odds for him to be able to get one of those over. Perfect as well. Straight down the middle. Never looked like missing. Now we've got that lead 10 points to 0. That makes me feel a little bit more safe, I guess you could say, because the Blues have been on the verge of scoring multiple times. Oh, nicely taken. 2 minutes remaining in this game now. Roy Gard with the pick and go. Does seem negative, but I'm thinking we might have to just go and kick this ball out at 80 minutes. The last thing we want is a serious injury for one of our stars, as we are going to have a tough final around the corner. Nice draw and pass there out to Kinina. Flicked on to Peter Umaga Jensen. That wasn't supposed to be a drop kick. That was supposed to be a grubber, but it's going to be effective anyway. Kicks it dead. And Roy Gard celebrating again. I think we're going to get the exact same animations here. So we get this... Oh, don't you feel bad for him? He was the one who was skipping around earlier on. And now he is heartbroken. So we're going to get to see a hug from two players very soon here, because I remember it from the last one. It will be probably Zach Gallagher and who's it going to be? Probably one of the loose forwards. Sam Derry disappointed. There he is, Zach Gallagher. Who is it? Oh, it's Ofatoinga Fasi. Don't worry about it, mate. You'll get him next year. Only if you join us, though. But we have won this contest. We had less possession. We had the territory, which was ideal. We also, we had a 50-22 attempt. It was quite close. I think that was probably the most expansive game of rugby we've seen from the AI, but it still just didn't quite get them there in the end. And now we're up to that point of knowing who we will play in the final. We got our objectives, so we've got quite a few points on the board now. I do think I would rather play the Crusaders, but we'll see. We won't be too critical. It's going to be the Crusaders in the final. What did they do? They won up against the Reds 17 points to 13. Noah Hotham and Antonio Shalfoon managing to score the 2 tries. Matty Faisler getting 1. And the man of the people, according to those awards that we saw, Tate McDermott, managed to get a couple kicks over. It wasn't quite enough, so it will be the Crusaders and the Canes in the final next week. We'll have to wait and see how we go, but nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, Of course, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all for the next one.